Chaemiko versus Foggy. Meeting here in the semifinals. Looking at the win rate only, it's looking horrible for Chaemiko right now. That's a bad prospect for him. Bad win rate versus Night Elf, bad win rate versus Foggy. Exactly the opposite for Foggy. He was tremendously strong in this matchup for a really long time. Basically, up until 1.31. Then, Foggy was in a bit of a slump. He has been improving more and more again. Europe is hoping to see Foggy in top shape once more. Is Foggy in his best shape already? Will he be able to defeat Chaemiko here? It's not going to be easy. Because Chaemiko is also looking pretty hot recently. Was able to defeat Schuck yesterday in arguably his weakest matchup by far. First heroes are Mountain King versus the Warden, like we were talking about here in the pregame. This map is outstanding for both these heroes. Some Night Elves, though, among them Law Lyot of all players, have been starting to play Demon Hunter here in specific response to the Mountain King. Mountain King is a very, very strong hero, but has a hard counter with a Demon Hunter. The Warden is a very, very strong hero as well. MK isn't really her counter, but usually does better against her than an AM would. Let me fix the resources here. Alright, there we go.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, Foggy going for the first Merc Camp creep. We have been seeing too many Lightning Shield denies recently for my taste. Foggy's going for the Shadow Priest here. He delays a Wisp. Ah no, he does the shop trick, so he goes back to 18 supply. So then he can go for the Shadow Priest. He did deny one with the Lightning Shield, the little guy. Slight mistake. So not right away, level 2 for the Warden. We'll need one more from the green. MK does get the level 2. Did he deny 2 of the creeps? It looks like he denied 2 of the creeps. No big mana though, that is the biggest story of the early game. Big mana here can be a really, really swingy item for both these heroes. Who are of course both all about mana, all about their spells. They have a bit of right click as well, but it's more about their spell usage as we know. So expansion's coming up here for the MK. Question is for Foggy, does he want to be aggressive against that or just creep? Ancient of War, going over to the lab right away. This is also why this map is so good for Night Elf and for Warden. You don't have to produce any more archers because you can go for the Berserkers and stuff. Would be great for Chaemiko to steal the Berserker right now, but he can't afford it because he's gonna go for the expansion. Militia Call was a little bit late here. Or what were they doing with dealing with a Wisp maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, great Footy Scout, man. Great Footy Scout. The Warden has Blink and Fan of Knives, so no Shadow Strike to deal with the Footy. Oh my god, this is so well done by... This is so well done by Chaemiko. And now he cleared up the expansion. He is setting it up, and the MK is coming in for the harass. The Warden is bashed from the creeps! She may have to use the invul here. Oh my god. Gets the Blink out. That was a little bit risky. If the MK bashes right there, she dies. And the MK does have bash, interestingly. Normally, nowadays, it's always clap. One second, guys. I have to change some things. Okay, there we go. So the Warden now having to fall back, losing the Ancient of War. That's a really big deal. That is a massive, massive deal. Is the Footy still alive? The Scout Footman? Yeah. That's him. That's him right here, you guys. He has won this early game for Chaemiko. But that's a nice thing about the Warden. Ouch. Berserker dies as well. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, this game is looking really bad. Really bad for Foggy. Tech is coming. Hunter's All as well. A little bit late, maybe. Warden still not level 3. Ouch. Many Night Elves creep the green camps instead of going for the lab right away. That was definitely a risk by Foggy. Also slightly unlucky with how much he got bashed, but even if he doesn't get bashed, that's still greedy.
A player's forces are under attack.
And there we go now, Foggy finally creeping up in the middle. But there were 2 Shadow Priests ready at the expansion, so ready to heal against the Warden harass. Alright, Foggy, you're gonna have to pull some tricks out of your hat to win this one. Chaemiko is not taking yet though, he was making very sure that his defenses were ready, I guess. So coming up, more Peasant at the expansion. MK. Alright, you know how we talked earlier about Ring of Regen being too strong at 1 HP per second. So right now, it would be 1 more HP per second. So it would be a little bit stronger than the ring is right now. But would you rather have that or a Pendant of Energy? You know? Like, 1 HP regen per hero level would not be too good. In my opinion. Team Hunter second, by the way. That is gonna be supposed to be the answer here against this MK. Mana burn. Oh. Stormbolt ready right now. Oh, the burn. Nice. Shortly before. And the Warden is in the expansion. She is kind of trapped in here. But there is one more Fan of Knives. And that is decent damage. Oh, the bash comes in against the Berserker. In situations like these, where you're just running down and chasing down units, bash is really nice. Warden's still trapped here, but not taking too much damage from this single arcane. Oh. He's gonna get him! Sooner or later he's gonna get this damn Berserker. There it is. Shadow Priests are back, ready to heal, and more importantly the Footy is here to finally force this Warden away. And the MK is gonna get his next kill. That's gonna be level 4 right here. Boom. Level 2 bash now. He can man fight the demon. How weird is this? Look at the bashes! What the hell is going on? 50% bash chance. Whoa, there's another one. Alright, another one? Oh my god, it's actually 50%! Every other hit is a bash. No, what? No way, dude. Come on. Do it again. Do it again. Counter expansion, by the way. But of course not as important as the bashes. Warden is finding some damage. Disrupting mining once again. The Dryads are here very good now against the Footies. Unless there's defend, but there's not defend. Oh my god. Okay, time for some more bashes maybe? No. TP home from the MK. Towards the expansion. Foggy did do a really good job, man. This has been a great harass. Not that many kills, I guess, on the Warden, but so much mining time prevented. Nuclear Life is coming, though.
Town is under siege.
Stormbolt ready. Foggy. Dude, he waited here a full staff. He went in here with a staff and now he's getting out with a staff, which means he's been here for at least 90 seconds. Oh, the moon juice is looking dire though. And no shop for clarities. Yet. I like the Dryad move though. Dryad's going to the bridge, ready to intercept, to buy time for this Tree of Life. But it's so late, man. It's such a late Tree of Life. Chaemiko's tier 2 already. Pally second. Whoa, that's very rare. Normally it's always AM or Blood Mage. Not that easy to creep here with the Pally and just a couple of Footies mercs.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gonna go for the lab. Into Zeppelin harass, most likely, I guess. Oh, thank you very much, Grubby, with a 16-month resub. 80% bash chance rigged. It wasn't quite that high, but I think it was like 50% the time I was observing it. Which is also pretty good. Alright, there's the classic Zeppelin play that has been a human staple for years and years. Foggy would love to have a hippogriff against this, but he doesn't have that many resources with still... Oh my god, Footy. Can he cancel that one? It's too far away from the camp, right? No, can't. Oh, time for some mercs. Chaemiko's rich! You could go for all the mercs, they're all available. Would put him into upkeep though, maybe he doesn't want to do that. The Warden, only one fan ready. Only Dryads. And the longer the game goes, you guys, you know, Dryads become worse. Oh my god, can he kill his Tree of Life? That would be amazing. I don't think he can though. Oh! Nice little snipe. Steals the experience away. Alright, more bashes. No bash? Bash. No bash? I don't think that was a bash. Okay. 50% bash chance is broken, you guys. Ah. He had a good run, though. He had a good run. Foggy's taking to tier 3. So is Chaemiko. Oh, Griffin Aviaries.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is he playing the Dragonhawk strat? If you guys haven't seen that before, I know that sounds weird. Like, Dragonhawks? Why would you play Dragonhawks? They don't do much damage. They're not really all that tanky. And they don't have great utility. And I would all say to all those things, yes. I thought so too. But the good thing about Dragonhawks is, they don't give corpses, for one. And also, they can't get taken out by the Warden too easily. Invul popped on the Warden, wanting to go on a peasant hunt. Only gets one to start with. Oh, and the Zeppelin coming home as the medevac. Great save here by Chaemiko. Barely taking any damage from this economy harass. Warden still only level 3. That's not a good feeling. That Invul was like the same amount of damage that he dealt here. Ooh, and a Dryad dies to the creeps. Thank you very much, Vampire, for the 6-month resub. Thanks for good content. Keep it up, he says. Thank you very much, man. Shredder for Foggy, understandable. He is very low lumber. Chaemiko creeping up the top right base. He might be going 3 base here. Alright, so is he going Dragonhawks? Yes, he is.
A player's forces are under attack.
Also, the thing about Dragonhawks is, the only real counter it oftentimes seems that Night Elf has against it is Dryads. And Dryads are horrible units. Dragonhawks are arguably also horrible units, but so are Dryads. And if the Night Elf goes Dryads, then you can just go Mortar Team. So I'm expecting a workshop here somewhere. But we don't have one yet. Oh, Warden in a bit of trouble. She's got the level 2 blink though, 10 mana. And that should save her. Yeah. She's at this point in the game mostly distracting for the Demon Hunter, who is a very good scaling hero if you can level him up. Level 5 Demon, super strong counter against the MK. Foggy is always very plugged into the scene, plays a lot of ladder, plays a lot of tournaments, watches a lot of tournaments, so he should know about this Dragonhawk strat. And he was just in the main. Did he see the Dragonhawks? I think he did, right? I don't think you're supposed to go pure Dragonhawks. I think you're supposed to play Dragonhawks plus, like, Mortars, right? So far, it's only Dragonhawks for Chaemiko. And also only dual hero, not triple hero. Demon's gonna get the Orb of Venom soon. That's gonna make him pretty damn strong against air units. Warden can do the same. Warden has the Orb already. Foggy is going into upkeep. The play, by the way, that you really don't want to do is going for Hippos. Hippos just get shackled and die. So Hippos are a complete waste of resources. Archers in theory could be good, but Archers late game is always kind of weird. So yeah, the only real counter that there seems to be against Dragonhawks is Dryads. And yeah, more teams obliterate Dryads. So why are we seeing no Workshop? I'm really surprised. Lumber is still a little bit low for Chaemiko, but the Shredder is gonna remedy that pretty soon. And here come the Dragonhawks. It's a 20 supply lead almost here for Chaemiko. Demon getting damaged quite heavily here right away. I'd love to see boots on this Demon, to be honest. Needs to get those burns in. First burn comes out. Level 1 mana burn? What? Maybe he thought he would still be creeping to level 4 and the Demon dies. Didn't have a staff? He did have a staff! Oh, Foggy. That Scroll of the Beast, by the way, pretty damn good. Dryads can't dispel all of that. Okay. Dragonhawk, 80 supply timing, 2-2 upgrades. Yeah. This is kind of the new way of Terranistan. I'm seeing this for like the 4th time now. 3rd, 4th time, something like that. It's pretty funny. Not so funny for Foggy, I guess. Losing more and more of his Dryads. Are you really supposed to play Archers against this? I think if MK doesn't have Clap, you really should. But then again, he could retrain. But then again, you could burn him. I think you have to play Archers against this, actually. Which is so weird. Warden dies. GG. Huh. 1-0 for Chaemiko with the MK Dragonhawk strat. Archers versus level 5 MK seems weird. Yes. It does seem very weird. But mana burn, you know? Maybe mana burn. But Dryads don't seem to be... Like, these Dryads had way higher potential than they're supposed to have. They're supposed to be like 3-4 mortar teams in there. And then Dryads do like nothing. Who came up with this strat, by the way? Was probably TH, right? Like, basically always. It's looking really good right now. Of course, this was a horrible early game. We have to say that for Chaemiko, for Foggy, excuse me. Losing the Ancient of War, not getting level 3 forever. Never ever getting Warden level 6. Was she even level 5? I'm not sure. It was a terrible early game for Foggy. But I've seen... Oh yeah, sorry. But I've seen... Sorry, I was in the wrong position in the lobby. I've seen good early games with Warden as well. And still get obliterated by these Dragonhawks. So I guess the question is, when is Moon gonna play against that so we can see the counter? Oh, Fairy Dragons. Fairy Dragons is an interesting idea. So Fairy Dragons and Dragonhawks counter each other. But I think Dragonhawks are stronger fighters pound for pound than Fairies are, right? That would be weird. That would be fucking weird. Imagine just like a Fairy Dragon versus Dragonhawk battle. Oh, no. Dragonhawks, Fairies are awful. For one reason. Gyros. Gyros obliterate Fairies. And on 2 bases, you can transition into Gyros pretty easily. So no, Fairies wouldn't work. Even if they did beat Dragonhawks, which I'm not sure. Yeah. Map 2. Let's go.
A player's forces are under attack. town is under siege.
Level 3 Panda could deal with the gyros. Not from what I've been seeing. The good humans wait for the Panda to go in, then they Stormbolt him, and then the gyros fly out and stuff. Uh-oh! Early Ancient of War creep having trouble over here. The peasant. Oh, he's gonna get the cat. Oh, boy. Foggy is trying to save his Ancient of War, but it's not gonna work. Oh, great play by Chaemiko. Taking a bit of a risk, sending over the super early peasant, but so worth it. Has to be a demon now or a keeper. Yeah. Can't play Warden in a situation like this. And yeah, he had to cancel the Warden. Look at how late this keeper is. Oh boy, oh boy. It's not looking good, you guys. For Foggy. It's not over yet, though. 2 terrible early games in a row for Foggy, but let's see. Maybe he can salvage this. Thinking back on the Panda, by the way, you could just keep the gyros in the cloud of Dragonhawks, and then the Dragonhawks would soak up most of the breath damage. Because level 2 breath has a pretty low damage cap nowadays compared to previously. No tech here by Foggy. Keeper is, yeah, man. It's such a tough game. Chaemiko, interesting creep out. Going for the green first and then walking. Oh, Wisp is looking for the biggest dispel of his life. Ah, too bad. One Watch Elemental gets denied. And the Shadow Priest is here. Foggy did go for the Entangle first, with which he really can't do much right now. Dispel, very quick from that Shadow Priest. Oh man. Foggy is not getting anything done here in this early.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tech is coming up now. No tech for Chaemiko, he's gonna expand. And look how easily he strolls from camp to camp here. He goes for the green first, then goes for the merc, for the mercenaries, then for the natural, and Foggy can just do nothing about it. He's got an impotent keeper with level 1 entangle that doesn't do anything. And the keeper nowadays, especially in this matchup, has to have impact early because he's gonna be so bad late. Or he has to go for run-by style over and over. AM looking pretty powerful himself. Wow. Dude, Chaemiko's outplaying Foggy pretty hard today. So far! Let's not count Foggy out just yet. Perhaps this is still doable. I like the pull-out creep. I think this is underutilized on Echo Isles. We see this all the time with rock golems, but you can do it with any camp. As you can see here, no spells were casted, no purges, lightning shields, slows.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. Are you guys excited for that best of 5 human mirror? I know I am. Oh my god. AM's almost level 4. Going for the boots. He knows what's good. No tech yet though. Supposed to be an expansion right here. Sentry dropped as well. Okay, Alchemist, counterattack. I guess I like that. That is very dangerous for Foggy in the main, but Chaemiko doesn't know that most of Foggy's forces aren't home. I guess Foggy has to go Dryad all in right now. Break the expansion, and then kill him with the Dryads. Keep her staff in. That's very nice. Oh, quick repair though. The Arcane doesn't even fall. Double Water Elemental ready. So much mana on this AM. And this is all before Militia, even. And before a new round of Mercs. Militia are just chilling in the main. They're like, yeah, bro, you got this. Footies, you got this.
A player's forces are under attack.
And with the sentries, Chaemiko knows exactly how far ahead he is. Oh, damn, the overlay's wrong. Sorry about that, you guys. Double Lord's Shop. And one more to the list. One more notch on the belt. Does the AM wear a belt, by the way? It's hard to tell. He's got a big robe. Wait a minute. Did I see that right? Does he have, like, rapper style gold chains around his neck? Stop moving. He does! Check it out! He's got the big DJ Khaled gold chains, man. Alright. Check it out! Check it out! OG Archmage, dude. Great staff play. Onto the footy. Easiest cancel of his life. Chaemiko's playing this really well. He's dodging all his I's and crossing all his T's. And is on his way to the grand final. With the MK on the way. Sanctum coming. Maybe a workshop? Nope. Upgrades though from the blacksmith. And rifles soon, I imagine. And this is never a position that Foggy is comfortable in, having to go all in. Foggy always wants to play counter expansion or be the first to expand. And then have a lot of economy to back it up. Foggy is really not a one base all in kind of guy. But he's forced into this position right now. Which is all credit to Chaemiko, who's playing such a good game. Chaemiko has the heal scroll here. It's gonna be a big one. And oh! Did you see that heal scroll? That must have been at least 1.3k healing. Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to say? This didn't work. This game is over. GG.